Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Face Rolling Mole, and welcome back to a Noob's Guide to Dwarf Fortress. Before we start, I'd just like to give a shout out because I just received one of the most amazing comments I've ever received ever. Guy that goes by the name of Ryan West left me a comment that just put a giant grin on my face and made me press the record button on Fraps. So thank you very much. Let's continue playing from where we left off. Unfortunately, I did record a video a couple of days ago, and when it came out, the video quality wasn't all that great. In fact, it was really blurry and you couldn't read any of it. So a lot of stuff has happened, but I am going to cover everything that I did. So the first thing that I did was I made some beds, because my dwarves cannot sleep at the moment. Like, they have nowhere to sleep. They sleep on the floor or they sleep somewhere out in the open, and it's not very nice. So now they have a designated area to sleep. So how did I go about doing that? Well, the first thing I did was I pressed Q and I went to my carpenter's workshop. I pressed A and then B to make a bed. Okay, and I did that 4 times. I'm just going to cancel it because I've already got a bed. I've already got bed set up, so just press C to cancel any task that you've got. The next thing I did was I set out these tables and chairs in a formation kind of like that, so my dwarves can sit down and have a drink. To do that, you need to press B for building and then find what you want to put down, so say T for table, and then you'd have the designation X, and you'd move that around with the arrow keys and then press enter when you've got the right position. And I did the same with chairs by pressing C under the build menu, and to make this sort of formation right here. So that's what I did there. The next thing I did was I made this workshop right here, which is actually called a still. So B for building, W for workshop, and then L, sorry, for still. And a still 3x3 workshop, I put it down right here. And this is where you brew alcohol, and I did a bit of brewing, so I'm just going to press Q here, go over to the still, press A and then B, so brew drink. Pretty self-explanatory, sorry, hiccup there. The next thing I did was I dug down a bit. To dig down, you go D for designations, J for downward stairway, and I'm just going to demonstrate over here. I'm not going to resume the game, I'm just going to do it like that. So you've got a 3x3 stairway that goes down. Then underneath that I did a up-down stairway. Now the handy thing with Dwarf Fortress is if you say start designating here, move your cursor to the bottom square, so over here, and then keep going down to like there. All of these in between markers get designated, which is great. Another thing I taught you how to do was to go up and down levels, or up and down display levels. So you hold down shift and press either comma or full stop. Comma or period, I guess, if you want to call it that. And you can go up and down like these levels. So comma goes up and period goes down. So I'm going to get rid of all of that designation because I already have a designated stairway. So press X, and as you can see I'm going up here, and get rid of that designation because we don't need it. The next thing I did, if we go down here, was I started digging out this room here, and actually my miner's got it done after I finished recording. This room is going to be my workshop area. This right here is going to be a universal stockpile that's going to hold all manner of different goods and stuff like that. So I'll probably have a few of these universal stockpiles around, and then I'll have the various workshops laden either in this corridor or I build another one. So yeah, I also showed you rocks. These right here are rocks, and they can be used to make quite a lot of things that wood can make, except there's like a percentage chance when you dig through, say, a rock, like this stone wall here, that it will produce little rocks like these. These over here are gems, and you can see that they are gems because of their little cog wheel sort of texture. And then for the blocks, it's sort of like a gem sort of block-ish sort of thing. So yeah, I think I've covered everything I did. Oh yeah, how do you designate a room for your dwarves to sleep? You need to press Q, hover over a bed, press R to make bedroom, and you need to press plus and minus, or like minus and equals, to size up the room, or size, yeah, plus or minus to make the room bigger or smaller. But I'm not going to make a bedroom for there because I've already got a bedroom here. And then you need to press D to make it a dormitory, and this will tell you whether or not it's a dormitory or not. So Y is yes and then N is no. We don't want this to be barracks because we don't have a military set up yet. So I think I've covered everything I managed to cover in the last episode, and I'm going to cover a few more things today. I'm sorry I went a bit quick there. I just wanted to kind of get all that stuff out of the way because it kind of took me a while to do that. So in this episode, I'm going to do some mining and start getting some metallurgy done, and I'm also probably going to get some bedrooms sorted out. So I think we've got ourselves a pretty interesting episode today. So I'm going to do some more digging down. Saving. I guess it's a different season now. You can see it's saving because it says the blue bar in the middle there. It will take a while to do that. Right, now it's done. We can go down, up and down stairway, and designate the square here, and just go down a little bit and go like that. I'm hoping that we hit a vein of some sort, or perhaps a cavern. That will be quite good. Space to resume the game, by the way. Oh, you don't need to hold shift actually, you just press comma and period then. You don't need to hold shift. It used to be that you had to hold shift. Got pyrite here. Gems. I'm really looking for either copper, tin, gold, or galena. Yep, we've struck our first ore. Tetrahedrite, so that would be copper. Nice. So also have some galena here. Right, I'm probably gonna go to where that tetrahedrite was. So tetrahedrite, for those who don't know, is copper. Where was the tetrahedrite? Here it is. And I'm gonna do a bit of designating. So I'm gonna designate some more walls to be. I'm gonna wait for the whole stairway to be dug. Actually, I don't want to do over the any of the designations. Dwarves will tend to prioritize digging down than finishing off some of these stairways, because look, there's one there, 3, and then 2, and then sort of like that. So yeah, we'll resume the game and let them dig out the rest of these. I'm just going to check on my farm, so everything else should be running smoothly. We should have plenty of barrels left. I showed you how to make barrels as well. Just go to a carpenter's workshop and press A and V to make barrels. But we don't need any more barrels, I think we've got plenty. I'm going to go back down, check that they've dug all those out. So we're going to do our first bit of excavating here. So the best way to do it is just to follow the vein. As you can see here, this is a... Oh, there's no tetrahedrite walls here. There's tetrahedrite walls here. So just sort of follow the tetrahedrite wall. Well, follow the walls of the ore. Zoomed out a bit there. Not sure what was going on there. And we'll do a bit more mining over this side as well, using the normal designation method. Sorry if my throat seems a bit hoarse. We're hitting some gems as well. Hopefully we'll get a jewel cutter soon who will be able to cut those jewels up into various different cut gems that we can sell to vendors or trade caravans. Now something about Dwarf Fortress is it has a bartering system, so there is no essential money in Dwarf Fortress, so everything has a specific value, and if you like, traders are more likely to trade with you if you provide them with like more goods than what you buy off them, if that makes any sense. So you give them more than they give you, and then they'll be happy to trade with you. Sometimes they won't trade with you if you give them less. It's fair enough. So I think I'm gonna probably start getting some. Well, we've got some stones here, so I'm gonna start making some stone stuff. So once these miners have done finishing that, I'm gonna get some workshops built, because I want to get some I want to get a mason. I want to get everything moved inside, because currently our carpenter's workshop is outside, and that's not very good. We still have more tetrahedrite. It's very faint to see the different varying blocks, but if you press K to look at them, as you can see, rough hewn tetrahedrite wall. And there's also nice, lots of different rocks here. We got nice quartzite. What else? More tetrahedrite down here as well. So we'll do that. As our miners are digging, they are gaining skill, and when we get our first migrant wave, we'll take a look at one of the various sort of applications that come with the Lazy Noob pack. One of them is called, I believe, I can't remember what it's called, but it allows you to change the jobs of your various dwarves that would normally take quite a while in game. So we still have much more tetrahedrite to go through here, so we're going to keep going. We shall continue along this side as well, because there's more tetrahedrite there. I'm going to keep going until all the tetrahedrite stops, and then I'll probably come back. Alright guys, I'm back. So my miners have dug out quite a bit actually. They seem to have dug out about twice as much as they had before. And while I'm sitting there, I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about like whether Dwarf Fortress is a game for you. If you like games that kind of make it hard to, like, if you like hard to play, like hardcore survival games, then Dwarf Fortress may be quite good for you. But if you're not really into that kind of thing and you want like a kind of casual experience, then I honestly don't think Dwarf Fortress is going to be very kind to you. Just going to dig this out here. Hopefully this is the last of the vein. I think the vein probably goes on to the next tile, the next map tile actually. So yeah, I'm digging up quite a lot of tetrahedrite, and this is going to be very good for when we come to do the military, because we'll have enough copper, and if we find some tin, tin somewhere, we could probably make some bronze. Probably make some bronze. I'm going to be looking out for any cassiterite in the map, and that's going to be very, very crucial. And this ore vein is going to go on for quite some time, I probably think. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. I was talking earlier about the miner's skill, and as we're digging out all of these veins of ore and all this rock, our miner's experience is actually increasing. So their mining skill is also affecting, not only affecting the speed that they mine, but also other things like their actual movement speed. Like when they go between mining veins, when they become legendary miners, which is the maximum level miner, they will move around and dig so fast. Like right now they're digging through the stone about the time it takes to dig through dirt at the beginning of the game. That'll probably be the best assumption. But when they become legendary miners, they're going to absolutely tear through stone. It's going to be like drills. It's going to be insane. We're going to have plenty of copper here to make a set of armor for like at least about, I'd say, 20 dwarves here, and this is only one vein, and we still have various deep metals to go through as well. So, and this vein has not stopped. Some migrants have arrived. Perfect. Gives me the opportunity to show you one of the various tools that exist within Dwarf Fortress. So be right back while I load it up. Sorry guys, unfortunately I don't have enough time to show you Dwarf Therapist. But if you did like this video, please like it, favorite and subscribe, because it pushes me to make more videos and pushes me to help you guys introduce you to the game and teach you how to play it. My name has been the Face Rolling Mole, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.